Good morning from Albania, blessings from me to you. Come and do some beach yoga with me. I feel very lucky to be saying this, but I've been doing a lot of travelling, so beach yoga is becoming my norm at the moment. In September, I'm very fortunate to be going on my 200-hour yoga teacher training. I am trying to get better at being a teacher, being a student, learning more, adapting more, and getting over my anxiety of teaching. So here I am back on YouTube. I hope you enjoy. Let's get straight into it. When we start the yoga sequence, it is best to warm up first. I like to move around my limbs, move around my muscles, find the alignment that I am working within today, get out any tweaks that I need to get out, and just see and check in with how I am. We're going to start with cat-cows. Cat-cows are always how I will start my yoga sequences. They help align your spine, they help with your balance, they help with the movements that we're going to continue into. I'm not focusing on flexibility and doing as big as a performance as I can do today. I'm focusing on stability, I'm focusing on grounding myself, and I'm focusing on moving my body how it feels like it needs to move. There is no set routine for today. I like to start with very simple movements. These are called threading the needle. You do a high reach and then you sweep under for the parallel arm, and you'll repeat that on both sides. You can repeat that as many times as you feel it is necessary. It helps open up your arms and your shoulders, again helping with movements that are to come. Now, after you've done with the needles, we're going to meet in down dog. Down dog is a neutral position, and a lot of the time we will pass into different asanas through down dog. You want your legs, arms and spine to be as parallel as possible. I like to start with walking the dogs. I'm not too sure what the official name is. I will try and find out. You're going to alternate knees though, as if you are walking while in that position. This is going to help get your hamstrings. It's also going to have your spine moving and your hips. This is going to come into a lot of play later. Now from down dog, we're going to align ourselves into a high plank. High plank is great. It targets your shoulders very well, it targets your arms very well, and it works on strength as well as strengthening your core. I am terrible at planks. I'm so terrible at planks. I am not a very strong girl, but I am working for it, so we will get there eventually. From high plank, you're going to come into a lower plank, and this is again going to target all those same groups but in a much more intense setting, so hold this for as long as you are comfortable with. From plank, we're going to drop our knees, hips and chest, and then we're going to push up into an upward facing dog. The alternate version of this is called chaturanga, which I'm not going to cover in this video because I'm still working on perfecting mine, but you do expect to see that soon. I tend to repeat this move at the start. It helps me quite a lot with opening up my spine. My spine gets very stiff. I'm not a great sleeper. So from there, we go back down into lower plank, and then it's knees, hips, chest, push up. If you're wanting a deeper stretch, you can always do twists and look over the shoulders. That also helps open up a lot of your neck. Now we're going to go back into downward dog, and we're going to come into scorpion. If you can't do scorpion, do not feel alarmed. Modify this however you need to. This is one of my favourite moves. This is scorpion. It is good to keep the toes stretched and pointed while you're in scorpion. And from there, we're going to calmly sweep the leg back under, not touching the ground with it, and we're going to hover there. From here, we're going to go into lying pigeon. This is going to take us into a slight pigeon sequence. So we're going to take the leg that has just been bent, and we're going to fold it over our front, and we are going to lie forward on that leg. The second leg should be stretched back behind you, just as it was before. When you're ready, you're going to pull back and you're going to push up and you're going to look upwards, and that is going to help stretch out your spine and your legs and your hips all at once. We're going to flex that back leg, we're going to bend into it, and we're going to reach our hands back and pull it. This is called King Pigeon. Surprising name for it, I know, but we're going to stay in King Pigeon for just a little minute. This is going to help stretch out everything all at once. You're going to repeat this on both sides of your body. Once you've done that, we're going to come up into a small lunge. Standing up from small lunge now, we're going to go into a warrior two, where you want your legs and your arms to be parallel to each other in a slight lunged position. There are a lot of warrior sequences, I will cover them in other videos. This is just how I incorporate warrior two into my daily routine. Towards the end of doing my sequences, I always like to have a little play around. I like to test out my stability, my strength, my flexibility, all the things that I'm working on, and just have a little play around with it all. This is called Dancer. I'm working on Dancer at the moment. This is bridge into wheel, actually, which I used to call crab when I was little, but apparently it's actually called wheel. You obviously don't have to do any of this. This is all very optional. This is just me having a mess around. If you've been watching any of this, thank you so incredibly much. I am, like I said, I'm doing my yoga teacher training in September. I'm really looking forward to it. I am trying to harness and embody as best of a yoga teacher as I can be. So if you are here watching along, thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you back. I think a massive misconception of yoga is that you have to be flexible. It has to be this big, shocking performance for people, and it doesn't have to be that at all. It's not for anyone else but for you. I hope that in being here on my YouTube channel, if you decide to stick around, helps you to indulge in your own yoga journey, honestly. Ascending to be the most high vibrational, positive, love and light version of myself that I can be, and learning to let go of trauma and stress and anything that's holding me back has all come through yoga. I wish all of the same to you, and thank you so much for being here today and following along with me. If you liked it, please give me a like or a subscribe or something, and maybe you'll see me back here very soon.